someone's glittering winning run has got to come to an end. This one should be absolutely fascinating. Swiatek looking for an 11th straight victory. Domi Cavade alongside myself, Pete Hodges, and we will talk you through this Ostrava final. It will be the world #1 to get us underway.
Play.
Start. So, I mean, we know Barbora Krejcikova can mix up the spins, the speeds. She's got a lot at her disposal. What tools should she be using today to get the win against Swiatek?
Yeah, absolutely. She doesn't want to just feed the strike of Swiatek, allow her to get on the front foot. It's really key to keep her positioning back behind the baseline.
That'll work, right?
Yeah, I think taking it early is going to be really key for Krejcikova. She has fabulous timing. She's able to redirect the pace. She doesn't muscle through the back of the ball, but she really, I think she's incredibly efficient with her shots, and that suits taking it early. Might be able to catch Swiatek out with a shot like that we just saw there.
Players came through real tough tests in the semi-finals. Swiatek was under a lot of pressure at the start of the third set in the previous round against Alexandrova, before going on a real purple patch and hot streak to come through. Krejcikova was facing a break point at 5-all. She lost her serve then. Bakina, who'd held serve throughout the whole set, would have served for the match, but was able to survive and then win the tiebreaker before winning it in the third set. Also 6-4 in the third. So both are certainly battle-hardened in this final. Excellent start by the world #1. Look, there's so much to admire with regards to Iga Swiatek. No, what for you is her biggest strength?
Oh, so difficult to know, isn't it? You could argue for anything in terms of how impressive it is. It just doesn't stop. We talked a bit about the mentality, which I think has to be the most impressive thing, because we've seen plenty of players play at such a phenomenal level that you think they might be able to dominate, you think they might be able to stay there, and they just can't. But for Swiatek, it just seems to be no problem. But in terms of her game, it's just so fast, it's so early. She doesn't mind taking time away from herself to rush her opponents, and that is something that a lot of players struggle with.
Already you can feel there's such a buzz around what is a sellout crowd at the Ostrava arena. So far, it's pretty balanced, isn't it, with regards to the Czech support and the Polish support.
Barbora Krejcikova.
Already we can see that Krejcikova is playing with so much width. I talked about how she can redirect pace, and she does love that width on the court. That's going to be really key.
a lot of courtcraft on show between these two. And Swiatek, who comes out on top of that little duel.
Yeah, and that's the example of the slight difficulty for Krejcikova. You mentioned how she mixes in the spins. I don't think that Swiatek's that bothered by a backhand slice, whether it's low or slow. I think she'd rather have something else, so you still should throw it in, but you're just going to get an error.
Shoots up on us. 30-15.
On the right,
30.
psychologist. I said yesterday, listen to Iga Swiatek talk. She does sound like a sports psychologist. It's looks overly at the bigger picture. Always talks about what she can affect, what she can control. 40-point from Krejcikova.
Yeah, moving forward, a big part of her game. Such a fantastic doubles player, as you were saying earlier, with her victories this year. Does need to be careful because Swiatek enjoys a target, enjoys a passing shot. But if Krejcikova is in the right position, like she was there, she shouldn't have too many issues.
It's a loud cheer, isn't it? Just a constant noise inside this arena. As the Czech gets herself on the board.
One game.
He sneaked a horn in as well here in the background.
It's all happening. It's a real battle, isn't it, for the flags? It does sound like it's about 50-50 in truth. At times it has felt like it's been a little noisier for Swiatek. She was yesterday changing rackets and she wasn't happy with how she was playing. Don't think she can play with all three. Well, actually, Iga Swiatek probably could.
If anyone can. Couple there, I think they're being sent off to the string up. Saw her change her racket in the semi-finals as well. It's interesting. We do have indoor conditions, so there's no reason for string tension to need to change. It could just be how you feel on a certain day. Maybe you're not going to the string, maybe getting re-gripped. Sometimes you're just out on court and you just feel like, oh, I just can't hit it past the service line. I need some more help from my strings.
Está bien. 15.
Oh, yes. What a sweet connection that is with Krejcikova.
Something we saw Alexandra do really well, taking that early flat strike down the line. It is a tactic that is effective against Swiatek. And something that Krejcikova is very good at.
Early pressure then on the world number 1.
15-14.
I think she has felt pressure actually throughout the week. She hasn't produced a match that has been sort of a one-on-one roll through that we're so used to seeing from Swiatek. All the way through, sets have been tight.
Fine way to save the first break point.
Shoots it. 30-14.
Back off out of the situation. To dictate. The wrong one there to go down the line. I think she could see the space. She knew she had Swiatek in trouble in the corner, but Swiatek had found really good depth off that ball. Just too difficult to control.
Dziękuję. Iga Swiatek.
Sort of backing up the line, but this time able to redirect cross court. She's already got Dad re-gripping one of the rackets. He might need to do a little bit more work. And scraping along the ground.
The gentlemen in the skyboxes, please close the doors. Thank you. Barbora Krejcikova.
Another chance then. Krejcikova. We haven't seen too many breaks to serve on. It's been a premium all week. We've seen so many sets go the distance. So these are big moments in this final, albeit all early on. Oh, would you believe it? Set the point up. And it's usually the forehand that she would play in her sleep.
Such a good return. And already just, I think the whole complexion of this match is just feeling a little bit uncomfortable for Swiatek, a little too wide. We're seeing her outside the singles lines quite frequently.
Oh, that is glorious. Yeah, seeing some special backhands, and we're only in the third game of the final.
Serious precision on that one. She plays it with a little bit of height. You know, she's not the flattest ball striker out there. Rating it perfectly so that it just drops down in time.
A very big game.
Yes.
Who's it bigger for here? Because when you consider Krejcikova has never beaten Swiatek.
Well, you would assume that the early stages will be more important for Krejcikova because of that, but seeing how this is playing out, it's looking a little more suited to Krejcikova in terms of the tactics in this match. Feels like Swiatek's the one that's the most uncomfortable.
She did so well yesterday was find her best tennis in the biggest moments to battle through. There's another fine point from the poll.
And that might be the reason why it ends up being more important for Krejcikova, because you just know that Swiatek on the big moments is going to be there, going to be producing.
One of these players as well, though, who's so mentally tough.
Yes.
Unique ability to be able to forget. I've seen, I think, a fair few players miss that forehand that she did on her last break point and then quickly lose the next 2 points. Doesn't happen with the Czech. And the reason she was able to win that French Open Grand Slam title back in 2021. All happening right now with the kit, isn't it, for Swiatek? Needing rackets re-gripped, shoelaces retied.
Yeah, I mean, the rackets being re-gripped sort of fascinates me.
Yeah.
Maybe it just got forgotten before starting. I mean, you would ordinarily re-grip all of your rackets before you come on court. Or someone would. Probably her dad.
Yeah.
He seems to be the designated re-gripper.
First ace for Swiatek. Battles her way through. Very big hole, do you feel, for Iga Swiatek. 3 break points saved. Krejcikova, particularly on her last one, had a relatively routine forehand. How costly will that miss be? As it's the world #1 who leads 2-1. All around this wonderful arena, as I say, sell out today. Smiles all round, especially with the start that we've had. 2 Grand Slam champions, and they've been playing like Grand Slam champions. It's been top tennis for the first 3 games. And a big hold for Swiatek, saving those 3 break points. Means that we remain on serve. Krejcikova serving 1-2.
15.
That's where the spin that Swiatek gets on her forehand really comes into play. Just dipping down to the baseline.
No, she's missed it. And this is exactly where you were saying, Naomi, in terms of Krejcikova, who likes to come forward and has to be so careful because Swiatek on the back foot is just so good.
Yeah, she's got to play with precision like she's probably never had to before when in that position, and possibly the pressure of that is why she missed that final volley. It's almost like Swiatek's eyes light up when her opponents come to the net. She really enjoys that challenge.
Let's whistle.
That's an excellent approach as well. It's so low. How often do you see it? A player survives on their own serve and then following that in the next game, they have a couple of break points of their own, and that's the situation right now for Iga Swiatek.
Steht set. $30-40. Let's first.
And there you have it. First break goes to Swiatek. And that missed forehand in the previous game does prove perhaps even more costly.
Yeah, and a couple of errors there. And that forehand's not one that she's should be too happy about missing. Also had the backhand volley that she had time to make.
It's a little unusual for Krejcikova. I can't imagine she's had too many experiences where she's playing in her home country, and yet the crowd very much at times getting behind her opponent who isn't from this country. Roger Federer situation. They are right on the Polish border, though, so that's why they have turned out in their numbers each and every match for Swiatek. And so far, she has delivered for them.
Getting a little loose now. Krejcikova, she's got to really manage these errors. She's not quite getting in the best possible position, footwork-wise.
Better pressurizing tennis from the Czech.
30-15.
Momentum firmly with the world number one.
40-15.
See how pumped up she is as well after that serve. Big reaction towards her crowd. Not necessarily loud, that's not really the Swiatek way, but you can see the bounce, the spring that she's bringing here.
There's the
Krejcikova team. Swiatek, she just knows what she's doing in finals. She's won her last 10 and winning all the bigger points so far in this one. Backs up the break for a 4-1 lead in the opening set. And it's something that's been talked about in tennis time and time again. Those sliding doors moments. Krejcikova, who created breakpoint opportunities at 1-1, didn't take them. Since then, hasn't won a game. Forehand has been a little hit and miss. That one, though, hitting the bullseye. Krejcikova, he's one of these players who has a different forehand to the backhand in terms of the shape, what the ball does. I'll get to my question in a second. You work with a fair amount of young players. When you coach them, do you intentionally make a forehand different to the backhand?
Yeah, not really. It naturally is anyway. I mean, a backhand is almost always going to be flatter, double-handed backhand, than a forehand. Just less room to get that whip on the ball. But yeah, sometimes it is exaggerated a little more. And if that's the way that a player's technique is going, then you can really use that as a strength.
It's dangerous times right now, I feel, for number 23.
Please, thank you.
Swiatek seeing it like a football. Again, it's just so smart, isn't it, from Swiatek, isn't on the back foot there, but still makes the next ball so awkward for her opponent.
Yeah, keeping it down low, and you could see that Krejcikova was just trying to guide that into the corner. But by backing off on the racket head speed, you don't get enough spin. You just lose that bit of control.
Here's a chance for a double break lead in this opening set. And it is a double break lead. The forehand letting Krejcikova down again. What a polished performance so far this has been from the world number one.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what's happened to the Krejcikova game, because the first 3 games it felt like, okay, she knows exactly what she's doing, just about executing. A lot of it's working, doesn't mean you win, but it's definitely ruffling and disrupting the game of Swiatek. And all of a sudden, the errors have come in. It's almost as if the pressure's too much to try and maintain it.
That good right now.
Well, it is a demonstration of what she can do at the net. Phenomenal skills.
Everyone picked up 3 Grand Slam titles this year on the doubles court. To go with her other 3, she's also won 3 mixed doubles Grand Slam titles, as well as gold in Tokyo last year at the Olympic Games.
Love 30. Double shoots. 15-13.
Well, he guarded up the line. Chance to stop the rock.
Oh, just about keeping it out of reach there. Swiatek is furious with herself for allowing that to happen.
14.
First game in 5 for Krejcikova. She just about keeps herself involved in this opening set. It's one of the 2 breaks back. Swiatek, though, leading by 5 games to 2.
5 games to 2.
Balls here for Krejcikova. All about her mindset and mentality. Such a tough fight. It's been such a tough year for her. Of course, having had the elbow injury in February. Taken her a long time to build back up to where she was. Made such a good start to the year. Finalist in Sydney and then quarter-finalist at the Australian Open. Very much looked like a world number 2 in terms of consistency. And the injury has meant that she went a long time without picking up many back-to-back wins on the WTA Tour.
I love how Swiatek takes the ball down the line with that shape and that spin. There's so much safety on it. You have such confidence in it.
13,
Still lands so close to the line. Yeah, I mean, coming back from that injury, it's tough because I think her first match back was at Roland Garros. And, you know, she was there defending her title, but also knowing she couldn't defend the title. And went out in the first round. But it was good that she didn't miss that opportunity, because I think it's quite a special thing, isn't it, when you watch players walk out as the defending champion.
She's someone who's always talked about knowing how fortunate she is. It's about what her parents went through and what her grandparents went through with regards to communism. Just happy to be playing tennis. So to go and win a Grand Slam title, I think, was almost beyond her own dreams. Right now, Krejcikova is the one playing dream. Sorry, Swiatek has put the one playing dream-like tennis. Another really good return, not that one.
13-14.
It's a set point for the pole.
Use.
That is fairly formidable, isn't it? 48 match wins to just the one loss when she's won the opening set, Swiatek. All the statistics are pretty scary right now when it comes to the pole.
weight on that serve, lots of fizz. Zipping away there off the bounce.
She's battling and fighting. She has done throughout her career, Barbora Krejcikova. Saves the set point. All of a sudden, this opening set has just tightened up. More pressure on this next game for the world number one.
Well, it's been the Krejcikova game that's gone up and down, really, hasn't it? Started out at a very high level, big drop-off. Now she's steadying it out again.
2-3.
Again, so time and time again, she knows what she's doing on the big points and the big moments. Such an important point. Just made it look so easy.
Just keeps it all well under control. You know, that saying of controlled aggression, something that she has just so well. Talked about the safety she's got in her shots with the spin and the shape. It all looks like she can deliver it all day, and I mean, actually, she can.
That one late, though.
She's crushed herself a little bit there, trying to take it as early as possible.
15.
It just feels like Swiatek's very aware of the threat at the other end of the court. She will take any quick point she can. And that is the threat. And we know about Krejcikova's resilience and her level of competitiveness. Both these players can be quite quiet in their own way on the court. But both of them ruthlessly competitive out there. And they both have a similarity in that they stay quite calm and know that they've got time on their side. Even if they're down like Krejcikova is here, she can work out a way. She's able to get things back on track.
Lights. First side.
Wow. And it's Swiatek's forehand that's just let her down in this game. Saw this earlier with Krejcikova.
It's deceptively pacey, isn't it, the shot of Krejcikova, because there's not a huge amount of racket head speed, but you do not knock Iga Swiatek off balance like that without a good amount of pace.
Dziękuję.
Wow.
Krejcikova.
I'm not sure it was called long. Either way, it looked long. Krejcikova's pretty confident. It was called out, so Swiatek challenging. What an extraordinary turnaround. Swiatek up 5-1, a double break lead, but both breaks have gone. And Krejcikova is back to within a game. Quite amazing. Swiatek still leading, but only by 5 games to 4 now. We've had a fair few twists and turns in this final already. How many more to come? A reminder, Krejcikova had a forehand to go up a break early on, didn't take it, and then lost the next 4 games to go 5-1 down, but now has broken back twice and has the chance to level this opening set up. 4-5. It's a great atmosphere. Usually at a tennis match you get quite a few neutrals who'll cheer on whichever player is losing, but I think here in Ostrava there aren't any neutrals watching this one. You're supporting the Czech or you're supporting the Pole. Simple as that. It's called out, but it's caught the line.
30.
The reason for this turnaround for you, Naomi, I know Krejcikova's been playing better, but Swiatek has certainly been starting to make more unforced errors.
Yeah, she's been rushed on the forehand a number of times now. Sometimes she's rushed herself, other times it's been the strike of Krejcikova, and that's the side that just feels a little off. But this has been swinging around already this first set.
From 5-1 down, gets back to 5-all. I saw the graphic a few moments ago, just how important this first set is in regards to Iga Swiatek. When she wins the first set, almost guaranteed to win the match. 48 wins and just the 1 loss. But she's had a set point, she's been in control of the set, and now she certainly doesn't have control. It's 5 games apiece.
It's very nice. Really aggressive.
15.
Oh, so smooth.
But that's a bit bizarre for Swiatek to not move at all on that one. I know it was a lovely shot from Krejcikova, but look how deep she is on the court. And not only did Swiatek not move, but she didn't take a step forward after playing her own shot right to the baseline.
Late call. Oh no, it wasn't a late call, it was in. So a challenge here from Swiatek. But it was out.
30-15. Thank you.
It's just a little bit of a mutter because the scoreboard's wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
With the scoreboard inside the arena.
Thank you.
It is 30-15, not 30 all here for those at home.
Shoots out of there. 40-50.
That really was effortless, just that redirection of pace. A large swing she's got on the forehand, but still finding that perfect timing.
30.
Sweet connection.
Can't get over the line in the game right now, though, Swiatek.
There's a shot there. She got all wrong, really. Just got stuck with the feet. It was down too low. I think she wasn't quite sure what she was trying to do. Was she going to go big? Was she going to try and steer it down the line?
Kind of a football match with regards to the crowd. They are being royally entertained. Fascinating first set. Well, not really enough on the approach, and with the move Krejcikova is in, no surprise. She is able to find the pass.
Yeah, fabulous angle. Oh, that one really nice and flat, real punch through the hips.
Break point Krejcikova. Clutch though from Swiatek. All the Polish fans might have been holding their breath as she wound up for that forehand. It was a beautiful connection.
It's just always full commitment.
Respect
those big points.
when players are ready to play. Thank you. Iga Swiatek. Let's First serve.
See, she just hadn't quite made enough space on that final shot, so she had to still jump off to the side to get that space as she hit the shot, and that meant she dragged it even further out of the court.
What an epic set this has been, already over the hour mark. Still feel we could have some way left to go. Seen a lot of tiebreakers this week. Devilishly good, wasn't it, from Krejcikova, making herself a right nuisance.
Yeah, and it was a very difficult shot for Swiatek to try and deal with. You could see she wasn't sure whether to keep closing forward, stop, check back. She decided to let it bounce. Difficult to get the feel off of that one. You see she's not moving at all when she hit it.
Oh, wow. Read the play, had an open court. Just couldn't control it.
Just couldn't get her racket around in time, could she? But that could have been an almighty steal of a point. What a great guess that was. Perfect timing as well, just at the time when Swiatek could not change her mind. There would have been a little bit of panic there.
A look of relief in the end. Terrific tennis once again.
Tennis just looks so easy when Krejcikova plays like this, isn't it? Just effortless angle. You just don't really know where the pace is coming from. It comes from the timing more than anything.
It's a big take back, isn't it? But as you say, so often the timing is spot on. Sixth forehand winner for the Czech. Gives her yet another break point. Third of the game.
Miss Krejcikova is shown call on the right
challenged.
balls called in.
Krejcikova feeling that was wide. So a bit of pressure here for Swiatek on this second serve. I don't know what's going to happen in each and every point right now.
That's it.
Well, it's an epic game, and it goes away. Swiatek, a first game for her in 5. Saving multiple break points. What a gripping opening set this is. After an hour and 7 minutes, it's still very much in the balance.
Swiatek leads 6 games to 5.
Serving to stay in the set once again, Krejcikova. This time at 5-6. There have just been so many big moments in this opening set.
15.
To know where it's going to go. That's at the start. And they've given any glee to the Czech fans. Gets the right way and makes it count.
Yeah, full commitment down low behind this backhand. We've seen a few that she's put plenty of shape on, has just arced in, but one finding the pace.
Time on the ball, particularly on the forehand, and Krejcikova once again making Swiatek pay. Brutal and brilliant. Again, big moment comes along. Swiatek doesn't blink. Backs herself in those big moments. And here are 2 more set points for the Pole.
15-14. Let's 7. Dziękuję.
Oh, it's clutch from Krejcikova.
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Keeping that aggression, but keeping it sensible, not trying to do too much. It could have been so easy to try and find a winner off of that shot, overcook it. But with her volleying skills, more than happy to have one more to put away.
Well, she went the definition of the scenic route. Up 5-1, pegged back to 5-all, had to save multiple break points. But like she did in the semi-finals, Iga Swiatek finds a way and gets over the line after an hour and 13 minutes. It's the world #1 who takes the first set, 7-5.
A lot went on there.
Certainly did.
First
She will have a little bit of regret, no doubt, having had those 5 break points in that crucial 5-all game. And as it is, the Czech finds herself a set down. Swiatek, a reminder, has won 7 titles this year. Won 10 from 10 of her last 10 finals. Is she going to make it 11 from 11?
Miss Krejcikova on the right baseline, the ball is called out.
It's called out, but it has just nicked the line.
Love 15. Partner story. 15.
She's such an energetic and bossy player. Swiatek just wants to really make sure that she maintains that here, just as you were saying, Pete. Doesn't want to have a dip off.
Done. Is it something that Krejcikova will have been aware of? I mean, Swiatek, of course, has said it in her post-match interviews twice now. Had a dip in the second set, energy-wise, as in the start of the set. You know, when you are a player, do you watch press conferences from your opposing player before you go into the match, or
you don't watch them, but you will definitely hear those comments. I mean, your team might watch. To be honest, those comments would probably just confirm what her team would have seen through scouting the matches anyway, because they would have watched everything and they would have seen that physical drop-off as we saw in the semi-finals.
just missed that one. Fine margins just going against Swiatek in that first game. That certainly won't help the energy level. It's another challenge from the pole, but I think Krejcikova knows this one's wide. Certainly looked wide. And there you have it. Again, we've talked about the mentality of the Czech and how tough she is. Showcasing it there, loses a dramatic hour and 13-minute first set. Bounces back straight away in the second to break early.
You just see the way she was talking with her team, and you know the belief was there. And I mentioned it in the first set of having that confidence that she's got the time to work it out. And look, she's only one set down. Okay, well, she's going to have to win this match in 3, and I think she believes that she can do that.
Thank you.
And you can see slightly higher on the unforced errors for Krejcikova because a lot of those came in that middle section where she all of a sudden found herself way down. Did manage to get that under control, but it was a bit of a topsy-turvy set for her.
You are recognized. Love 15.
All wrong.
She's up on list.
They're getting that one all right.
30-15.
First ace for the Czech.
That was the right shot for Swiatek to play. She was well on top there. That sort of error we normally see from her.
15.
It did feel like at the end of the first set it became a bit edgy, didn't it, from both players?
Backs up the break, Krejcikova. And you consider the last 9 games, she's won 7 of them.
2 games, 2 love. Time violation, warning miss, Swiatek.
Time violation then for Swiatek.
Nobody's love 15. Krejcikova is channel call on the right far side line. The ball's called
Cheeky of it. That one looked like it was plumb on the line, though. It certainly was.
15.
She needs a few more like that, Swiatek. Get the crowd involved. Polish have just gone a little quiet.
Shoots up at last. 30-15. Miss Krejcikova has 2 challenges remaining.
Tough to take that down the line. A good amount of kick on it.
40-15.
And finds the line as well. On the board, a little later than she would have liked. Swiatek. Krejcikova who leads by 2 games to 1, second set.
First seat available for now, please. Thank you.
Crowd being entertained by the DJ, but also by the tennis. Certainly more so by the tennis. Really tough to tell which way this one is going to turn next.
Miss Krejcikova is trying to call on the right far side line. The ball's called.
Well, the challenge is going on. It's fine margins right now.
Caught the line.
15.
In the right position, throwing off up the court.
Is that to do with footwork there, Naomi, in terms of, is that sort of thing she's talking about, low energy?
Yeah, it could be, or it could just be a judgment thing in terms of just reading the incoming shot. You know, Krejcikova is not an easy player to read, I think, in a number of ways.
Let's first
Beaten for pace.
Shoots up on this. 30-15.
Has that been the most incredible thing with regards to Krejcikova, becoming world number 2? I think many people looked at the forehand and thought, right, at the highest level, she'd get rushed on that shot, but it holds up more often than not.
Yeah, no, she does have a big swing. There are definitely vulnerabilities, but yeah, I agree. When she's feeling good, it is amazing how often her timing and contact point is just spot on. Tends to be a little bit easier for those with a smaller swing.
Big clenched fist in her opponent's direction, or at least moving towards her team. And either way, Swiatek sensing her moment here. Oh, but again, Krejcikova comes up with the goods. Talking about the forehand, that wasn't a bad one.
Yes.
Just a little bit patchy now for Krejcikova. It's not a brilliant sort of shot, or the error is coming. She did go on a bit of a run in the middle of that first set. With unforced errors really cost her.
Timely ace to say the second break point. It's the second ace of the match for the Czech. So many juice games. Oh, well, she's leaping up, thinking she's made it. And the call comes, and here we go again. Oh. It's yet another challenge.
So close, wasn't it? We've seen a lot of this now. Both really trying to push closer and closer to the lines.
And it did find the line. Listen to that cheer. Another break point then for the world number 1. Adapted so well. We've seen her struggle with that short slice. Got the cover on the ball to dip it into the corner.
Oh, just so good. You can see she was really careful with her positioning there around the ball. A lot of little steps.
been some fire. Ticking towards the hour and 40-minute mark. Yeah, it's only 2-1 in the second set.
Barbora Krejcikova.
Still we go on in the game.
So
Just a little rush for time to get that slice in.
use.
Just need that extra fraction so that you can manipulate the racket around the ball. But Krejcikova couldn't get the spin she was looking for. It was a bit straight.
Barbora Krejcikova.
Love the subtlety and the touch. It's a massive hold this time for Krejcikova. It almost feels like the bigger, longer games more often than not have gone Swiatek's way. Not this one.
3 games to 1.
Opens up a 3-1 lead. The DJ has forgotten it's not sit down time. You can understand the error because the game was so long.
He's been waiting long enough, hasn't he? He's raring to go. Maybe he's just delighted that Swiatek won the game. Who knows? Or that Krejcikova even won the game. And she is really made of tough stuff, isn't she? Such a confidence, I think, oozes out of Krejcikova at all times. They both are really feeling the pressure to press against each other, really play close to the lines, come up with the goods. I think that's why it's just got a little bit patchy.
Shoots on the line. 30.
Well, that's nicely done.
Still it's in the line. 40 low.
heavy hit, and Krejcikova didn't need a second invitation.
40-15.
Plenty of time for that larger take back. Exactly what she wants to see.
The rarity. Quick fire service hold. That goes against the grain of what we've seen for the last hour or so. Krejcikova, though, still leading 3-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, find your seats quickly, please. Thank you.
Hour and 45 minutes. This final still very much in the balance.
Love 15.
Nicely done, just slipping through the back of that one, keeping it close to the lines. But it does feel like they are playing close to the lines, which is why we are seeing those errors.
It's so tough to get the ball past Swiatek. Just doing enough to draw the error.
30-15. As you
can see, getting a lot more cheap points behind the first serve in this set. Another cheap point.
You can see Swiatek trying to anticipate on the serve, but actually getting it wrong quite often. I mentioned earlier, Krejcikova is a really tough player to read.
4 games to 2.
Just because she does things a little bit differently. She likes to redirect. It's all about timing.
It
just looks a little bit loose.
Better behind the first set. She's been close for Swiatek in this set as well. 9 out of the 10 points when she's found that first serve. Sadly for her, the first serve percentage has come down from what it was in the first set. To take that so early, it was almost on the half volley. He's signaling to me that she thinks it's in, and I agree.
Very, very close one, though. Really pushing the limits.
That's a good call.
Miss Krejcikova's one challenge remaining.
Only the one challenge remaining now at Krejcikova, and even though we could be a couple of games away from this set ending, you get the feeling we've still got a fair way to go. How long the games have been going. Come back to bite. And just the one challenge. Oh, that's wondrous. Not only the foot speed, but the ability to control it like she did. Sort of shot only the world #1 can pull off. And look where she was. She was behind the Ostrava sign and yet ended up getting there with time to spare. Another brush over the top of the ball. Exquisite from the world #1 as she holds to reduce the deficit to just the one game once again.
Krejcikova 4-3. 4 games, 2-3.
Even though it almost feels like we're playing in Poland, Krejcikova has won a title in her homeland before. She won the Prague Open last year. This would feel like a home title there for Swiatek if she was to win it. She's going to win this set though. Needs to get the breaker serve back. Krejcikova serving 4-3.
Oh, what a swipe. Finishing up and over the top of her head there.
Sometimes it's like a homing missile, isn't it? The ball is just attracted to Iga Swiatek.
Krejcikova just didn't see her plant, thought she was going to try and sprint and close down the space.
You can understand her hitting her thigh right into the rally. Swiatek, it's a big point to win for the Czech.
15.
Someone there we just got a glimpse of in the crowd who knows what's up, eating a bag of popcorn, because that's exactly what this match requires.
Missed by a whisker. Some of the Polish fans think she's made this. Did look wide. Did it nick the line? It did. And here are 2 break-back points for Iga Swiatek. The world #1 breaks back. And all of a sudden, in the last 20 minutes or so, she's just raised her level.
Yeah, big lift in that game. And finding the outside edge, needing a challenge to get the point done, but it feels like that is what is required here. And the crowd are beside themselves.
4 games over.
Such a popular player. Does help being as dominant as she has been through this season. So key here for Krejcikova, dig her heels in. We saw quite the run go against her in the first set. Can't afford for that to happen now, because that will be the match done.
This happened yesterday, didn't it, against Alexandrova, where she was the one under pressure, struggling at the start of the 3rd set, and then suddenly just went on a run. That was what carried her to victory in the end. She's on a run right now, there's no doubt about that.
Exactly the same feeling, hasn't it? I know it was in the 3rd set against Alexandrova in that semi-final, but it was so tight, felt a bit edgy, felt like it could go either way, and then all of a sudden a sprint finish for Swiatek and left her in the dust.
Wonderful game. And she is sprinting to the finish. Dad happy, sports psychologist happy. This crowd, the majority of them, you feel, would be happy if she's able to break in the next game to lift what will be an 8th title in 2022. It's been a real tough, tight final. So many tight games. What has Krejcikova got left? She's lost the last 3, and that's the situation. 1 point from the last 13, serving to stay in the match. That's first serves will be vital.
Yeah, just got to stay calm here. Recognise that the score is different to the feel of the match. The score is a set down, a tight set down, but it's on serve in the 2nd. Good position here.
It's almost like a switch has been flicked. Suddenly, just cannot miss.
Yeah, and it's a big burst of energy as well. I mean, she often is a ball of energy, but it does just ramp up. And again, it's exactly what we saw yesterday. Alexandrova just could not hold on. Now, of course, Krejcikova has been at a much higher level than Alexandrova has ever been, so will she be able to just settle it here?
Shoots up on ice. 30-15.
It's the right shot. Going for it, but again, just the margins are so fine here.
What we've seen over the last 15 minutes, expected Swiatek to make that backhand. What we've seen throughout the whole year, expected to make that backhand. Another grueling rally, and it's another fine margin call. Krejcikova thinks it has missed it, but did it catch the line again? It did. Would you believe it?
Wow, what a point that was. Krejcikova was throwing everything at Swiatek, who was a little bit off balance. She was scrambling around, she was desperately hanging in there.
This has been a brutal final. Both players leaving it all out there. And such a good service hold from Barbora Krejcikova. Absolute gutsy service hold.
She's just ridiculously competitive and resilient in that sort of situation. That was a big surge of energy from the world #1 in the 3 games before.
As you say, the difference perhaps from today to yesterday is that Krejcikova is a Grand Slam champion. Just able to withhold that storm that came from Swiatek.
She doesn't do it with a burst of energy, but she's picked up her game. It's different styles. Taking the ball early.
So coming into this final, both were battle hardened. They both had long, tough semi-finals. If you do go the distance, you just wonder how much energy will be a factor.
Supervised. 30-15.
Again, so effortless. Skipping off to the side, dragging across the shot, just pulling it away.
Fine comeback serve, isn't it, from Swiatek?
14.
A lot more cheap points behind the first serve in this set than what we saw in set one, 85%. As well, these two know what it's like to battle. This isn't the first time. The last meeting was a 2-hour, 50-minute affair, one that Krejcikova had 2 match points in the second set. And so she'll be itching to get revenge, perhaps revenge in the best possible way. Coming from a set down.
Great backhand returns in this game, and then that one quite far down the net.
Another epic game at 5-all. If you remember the first set, this was perhaps the vital game. Krejcikova had all those break points and couldn't convert.
So many tight games, so many tight calls. There's been really quite extraordinary. We wouldn't expect anything less from these two. Away, just got to maintain the consistency, get rid of the patchiness. That's what we saw at the end of the first set. Worked against her. It's just unlikely that Swiatek's going to become patchy at this stage. It does happen in matches, but the tight moments, she just seems to get it all under control.
Well, like the previous set, a monster game at 5-all goes the way of the world number one. Will this set go the way as well for the Pole? Leads 6-5. Now listen to the noise. It's been a roller coaster ride. Will it end on a high for Krejcikova, serving to stay in the match once again, this time 5-6.
Serve's been helping her out a lot, setting up some quicker points for her. I have mentioned a couple of times it's difficult for Swiatek to read. She's desperate to anticipate where that first serve is going. Not going to right an awful lot.
Just a first double fault of the match for Krejcikova. Really showing a bit of tension. Well, you almost expected the pass on the backhand from Swiatek. Krejcikova was there.
Yeah, made sure that Swiatek was far enough back because it was quite a deep approach shot, and that was key. Makes the angles a lot more difficult.
Oh, I mean, that is just a rifle.
Wallop.
She just needs to play a bit more aggressively.
Yeah, just saying, I've had enough of this. Let's just thump that one away.
2 points away. It's a very late call, so surely will be challenged. Murmurings around this stadium. Krejcikova was fully sure it was long. It was another very close call. This time goes the Czech's way. A chance to take us into a tiebreaker.
Miss Swiatek's one challenge remaining.
It's another massive hold for Barbora Krejcikova. And it will be a tiebreak to decide this grueling second set. A reminder, it was Krejcikova who had 2 match points in their last meeting in the second set. Went on to lose the match. She was 2 points away from defeat there. I wonder whether that is driving her as well. Incidentally, pretty similar tiebreak records for the year. Krejcikova 1-6, lost 5. Swiatek 1-6, lost 4. Krejcikova's won both of her tiebreakers this week. Swiatek's won her one and only one. That was the first set yesterday. Intelligent return.
1-0. Krejcikova.
You just cannot tell who is the favourite, really. I have said that you do tend to back Swiatek and playing well in these big moments. She's incredibly good at it. But Krejcikova, Grand Slam champion, former world #2, also knows a thing or two about when it gets nervy.
Just like that, it's a 3-love lead.
Second time we've seen her go through the middle of the court, and it's worked out again.
4-0.
It's quite hard actually to tell with the chants in the crowd. So many people shouting Iga and others shouting Bara.
Gets herself on the board in this tiebreaker.
4-1. Krejcikova.
Well, the errors really have come. Somewhat surprisingly for Swiatek. She's been under so much pressure.
It's a very healthy lead as they change hands. So a reminder that Krejcikova, as much as she's only won 4 of her 7 finals, she has won 4 of the last 5. The only one she lost, Paula Badosa, 7-6 in the 3rd in Sydney last year. She's got an excellent record recently in WTA finals. Not as good as Swiatek, who's won 7 from 7 this year, 10 from 10 out of her last 10. Did lose her first ever final back in 2019. Two extraordinary sets. The first one, 1 hour and 13. This has been going for 1 hour and 11. It was a rally that was a microcosm of this match overall. It had a little bit of everything, went one way then the other.
But how? Was Krejcikova won this point from that position. Yes, the net cord helped her out, but how she got that ball back in the first place. Outrageous movement.
And that is 5 set points for the Czech.
Shezla 6-2, Krejcikova.
Saw Krejcikova come back from 5 games to 1 down in the first set. It's Swiatek's turn to mount a comeback. 5 set points become 3 set points. And as I say, it's still tough to decide for which way the crowd's going. Just a cacophony of noise. And it's been that way for the last 2.5 hours. Maybe a little bit of tension in that forehand.
6-4.
Just didn't move the feet.
Krejcikova.
Just planted, got stuck.
Gets it done on that forehand though, and we are going the distance. A phenomenal effort from Barbora Krejcikova. Was 2 points away from defeat, but once again these two will battle on. Quite extraordinary final. 1 hour and 15 minutes that set, and it goes the way of the Czech on the breaker. We certainly are. So it is a 1-set shootout for the right to lift the title here in Ostrava. So the last meeting we thought was long, 2 hours and 50 minutes, but it looks like this one is going to go quite comfortably longer, unless we get a one-sided deciding set, but we've seen no signs of that happening. You just see there the 3-set record this year, 13-3 for Swiatek, 4-6 for Krejcikova, but you would put a little asterisk by that due to the injury issues this year.
That's number 15. Shoots in the line. 30-love. Shoots in the line. 40-love.
Well, the start, of course, crucial for both players. It feels like that Swiatek's been up and down in her own way, possibly with energy. And Krejcikova's been up and down a little bit with the unforced errors. We have had patches of that come in, and the quality of her play. So both have vulnerabilities there.
Of course, the first set, it was Swiatek who took the long bathroom break and then was broken in the first game of the second set. It looked like that's going to happen here to Krejcikova, who was the one to take the bathroom break after set 2. Doesn't happen. Really good service game. I mean, quite amazing, wasn't it, going into that game at 5-4. All the momentum was with Swiatek, having won 3 games in a row. But now it's Krejcikova's turn to have a little purple patch and have the momentum.
Well, let's just take a bit of time to try and digest the stats from the second set. Very tidy on the unforced errors. 75 minutes played, and only 12 for Swiatek and 15 for Krejcikova. It's impressive with how aggressive they were being. They really did have to play close to the lines, though. I think they were really trying to push that level just that little bit further, and maybe that's why some errors came in from Swiatek in the tie-break, because she was pushing it a little bit too far. Couldn't quite get a grip of it. But this one set up for a fascinating third set.
Rallies towards the back end of the second set. Both players finding a nice rhythm to start the third on serve. And just a fifth ace for Swiatek. I love some of the shots that Krejcikova was able to play. She's such court craft.
30-50. Sorry. 32.
It's kind of strange, though, to say that this is the first time out of all the finals Swiatek has been taking the distance, so she's technically in new territory for 2022. Albeit her record has been immaculate, but it's almost been so immaculate that she hasn't faced that many pressure points in finals. Have that one back.
40-13.
Mentioned earlier on, Naomi, that Krejcikova had match points in their previous match and lost. Does that fire you up even more the next time you play an opponent?
I think quite possibly, because I think you just feel like it was right there for you. And again, it's just about giving you the confidence to then walk into this match in a final against Swiatek, the world #1. I mean, it is the most intimidating of prospects. But to just walk in and go, no, I can do this. I know I can. 1 point is not. It's not going to change anything. Well, it changed everything in the match, of course. But she doesn't need to do anything differently to get a different result.
Barbora. 15 love.
Swiatek not happy with that. She probably had a bit more time than she thought she did. Can't be something a bit better.
30 love.
Yeah, a little wide. Look, this match has been very physical. It's been really tough going. Definitely had very much of a grueling aspect to it. We are just seeing a couple of these looser shots coming in earlier in the rallies, I think, trying to keep things shorter.
You have to remember as well, they both had grueling semi-finals too. Swiatek talked about a quarter-final being tough. Same sort of thing for Krejcikova. Very tough first set. She won 9-7 on the break. It's been hard yards, not only to get to the final, but now in the final. Nothing really to separate these two. It's been absorbing. It's the Czech who leads 2-1 in the deciding set.
She's getting a little bit shorter.
We've been talking about the match time here, the fact that both set 1 and set 2 were over an hour and 10 minutes. Longest match of the year, 3 hours and 54 between Ceribes Tormo and Osorio. That was in Cleveland. Got to go some to beat that one. I mean, when you're in this situation, Kat, and you've had a grueling match, do you start thinking, okay, most important thing here is I don't lose my serve, conserve a bit of energy, maybe go for a bit more. Does that go into your mind at all?
I don't know if you'd focus on just holding serve. Depends on the situation. I mean, if you're feeling it in your legs a little bit, you might just be thinking, I just don't want to get given the run around. I've just got to take charge. And, you know, if that means I miss a few, I'm just going to have to live with that.
We've had in this third set, and brilliantly finished off by the world #1.
Yeah, on the front foot, playing with great width. Really good conviction behind all of those shots. Without question, the physicality is going to become a big part of this third set.
See some of the youngsters again, without being inspired by these two. So many tight calls. I mean, we often see challenges. There's another one. Good call this time. It's amazing how often they hit the back edge of the line or miss the line by a couple of millimeters. Really, that's all that's going to separate these two. It's separated them in the first two sets. And just finding the line with the serve.
Really getting that great angle and slide away. It's really difficult. Even if you get a decent strike on the return, I mean, just nowhere in the court.
Quick fire service hold again. Both of these players rattling through their service games in this set so far. Krejcikova in front once more, 3-2 in the decider. I'll tell you what, you've got to give credit to these fans in Ostrava. They haven't lost their voice, and they've been cheering for some time. Swiatek serving 2-3 in the decider. Punched up the line. So far in this set, servers haven't really been put under any pressure, so here's a chance for Krejcikova. Of course, does have the momentum, but you're always going to see momentum like that when both players are holding serve comfortably.
Lovely combination, and a bit of an uncomfortable move there for Swiatek, picking up that final forehand. Just need to take a look at that, make sure she's okay. But how about that? Krejcikova returns. She's so accurate, the precision that she plays with. And combining that with taking the ball so early is just so impressive.
Barbora Krejcikova. 15-13.
Under threat, love 30 down. Right there, Tomasz on the left. That's where the sporting genes come from. He was an Olympic rower. Competed in the 1988 Olympics. Finished 7th for Poland. Oh, that is audacious.
So nice having to move so far across the court. She's moving almost sideways. You always want to move forward on a half volley. It's really tough to get that sort of control when you're moving in that direction.
40-13.
Almost nonchalant. That's the first time in this set where a server has been under pressure, but Iga Swiatek passes the test with flying colours. 4 brilliant points in a row from the Pole.
Games on.
Wow. And when these two catch it right, it certainly stays here.
Yeah, big swing. And that forehand planting on the front foot, wanted this point done.
It's been a serve-dominated third set. It's the second point Swiatek's won off the return. One of the reasons why it really is hitting her spots in set 3 off the serve. That's her favourite serve.
13-15. 15. Let's closer.
Excellent serving. Once more from Krejcikova. Her team have been up and down like a yo-yo there. Their thighs will be burning. Finish line in sight though now for the Czech. 4-3. Need to see a break in this deciding set. We saw a number of them in set one. Feels like eons ago that it was Swiatek who went up 5-1. And it looked like this might have been a final like all of her other ones. It's been anything but since then. As we tick into a fourth hour. Swiatek serving 3-4.
Right to the baseline. Swiatek was having a bit of a second glance there as to whether that had landed long.
Oh, that's wondrous.
Yeah, but a big gap available. Yes, Krejcikova executing that really well, and she sort of brought and dragged Swiatek into the court. But look at where Swiatek's standing on the service line in the middle of the court. There are huge gaping holes.
It's the Czech fans you can hear right now. Under pressure once again, Swiatek. Can she recover from love 30 once more? It's closer to the baseline than the service line. Well, the pass was on again, and once more, Barbora Krejcikova nails it.
A very tentative approach shot that Swiatek dragged slightly central. Gave Krejcikova all the time to line up that cross-court shot, and it didn't. Again, it was such a big space; it didn't need to be that wide. Some big errors when it comes to the decision-making from Swiatek in this game.
It's been a while since we last had a break point. This is the first break points of the set. 3 of them for the Czech. Breaks to love. And was that Swiatek just looking a little out of steam? It's been a grueling encounter. And it is the world number 23 who breaks and will now serve for the title.
Well, it felt like some sort of fatigue, didn't it? It could be physical, could be mental, emotional. I mean, they've really been through it in this match. And have been tested.
5 games, 2-3.
Reminder, she was 2 points away from being defeated in the previous set. Now serving for the championship.
Here comes Krejcikova dictating. She's been serving so well. Looking good to get this done here.
And if she does do it, it would be back-to-back titles, having won in Tallinn
15.
Swiatek is not done yet. Sick face. It's Krejcikova's turn to be 2 points away.
15.
Has served phenomenally well, particularly in this deciding set. 15 from 15 behind the first serve. And another big serve gives her 2 championship points.
15.
Oh, coolness personified as she finds the baseline.
I mean, with a shot like that, you've got to be kidding. We haven't seen a slice forehand from her in an aggressive manner in the entire match.
Just in case you hadn't had enough twists and turns in this one. Iga Swiatek providing at least one more. It's just really good tennis. Took the angles away on the approach. And then this time, Krejcikova had ice in her veins with the finish. All those volleys that she's hit throughout the last few years, both on the singles and doubles court. Coming up trumps in a big moment there. And it is a 3rd championship point for the world number 23. Just an insane return. Krejcikova must have been thinking about celebrating. But we go on.
Ridiculous return. Probably her best one of the match. I mean, she hit that practically behind her. So much pace. You know she's not going to back off. She's only going to keep coming at you.
Oh, couldn't happen again, could it? Defeated Krejcikova last time, having saved match points. And now it's Swiatek's turn to have a break point.
Such a bold play. Wouldn't expect anything less.
And the first service fouled. Mario and Dad looking a little nervy. Understandably so.
Crowd desperately urging on their player. And that's both players.
Just taking her time. Fourth championship point for Krejcikova. Oh, we still go on.
Oh, this is ridiculous tennis. Swiatek pulling out some of her best work. Match points down.
Yeah. Everyone's been saying coming into this, but she doesn't know what it's like to lose in big matches this year.
And making a statement, even if Krejcikova gets a win here, to the rest of the field, how tough is it to get a victory over the world #1? Just in case anyone hasn't been paying attention this season.
You just wonder what's going to happen next. It's amazing how this can happen in this wonderful sport. Both players were just coasting through their service games earlier on in this set. Now every point is a mini epic. And it certainly has been an epic. What a final. Is it going to end here? 5th championship point for the Czech. Everyone is in a little bit of disbelief. It's safe to say everyone in the arena is going to sleep well tonight. of noise, constant noise, has really added to this spectacle. Reminder, Krejcikova had 2 match points and lost to Swiatek last time out in Rome last year. She's had 5 already here. Can she finally do it and beat Swiatek for the first time in her career? This time she does it. A final of epic proportions as Barbora Krejcikova does what no other player has managed to do in 2022. She defeats Iga Swiatek in a WTA final, but boy, did it take something special. Swiatek was 2 points away from winning an 8th title. Instead, it's back-to-back titles for the Czech. After winning in Tallinn, she wins in Ostrava. Gets the better of Swiatek, 5-7, 7-6, 6-3 in 3¼ hours.
Oh, that is truly a sensational win for Barbora Krejcikova. I think in terms of as a match, that is going to go down as one of the very best that she has played. It was absolutely brutal. And you can see Iga Swiatek there in tears, because when you put that much into it, you can't not be. Of course, Swiatek's done her fair share and more than that of winning this year. But this is all about Krejcikova. That is a huge win for so many reasons against the world #1. And to see the level that Krejcikova was playing once again, we haven't seen that from her. It's been building to it, but she is back and will be in the mix for more big titles.
It is her biggest title since winning the French Open last year. Her first WTA 500 title. And she's done it, of course, in her home country. Well, what a finish. And as if the first 2 sets weren't enough.
That was just epic, wasn't it? And Swiatek saying to her afterwards, you know, nice to see you come back. I'm sure she's referring to just the injury that she's been through. I think everybody delighted to see Krejcikova back at this level, because it's not a guarantee after a significant injury, but she's absolutely flown up there. Yeah,
she said it herself this week, saying what a tough year it's been, and it's been so, well, nice for her to find her level again, and well, she's found it in back-to-back weeks, and maybe she can be the player who puts together a bonkers run and sneaks into the WTA finals, as in she'll have to pretty much win every tournament going, but this sort of form, you wouldn't put it past her.
2 back-to-back titles, she plays like that, and why not? And just so great to see her playing like that again. And she will be at the Tour finals in the doubles, as you were saying earlier, Pete, but yeah, that was one of my favourite matches I've seen in a very long time, and the fact that it was a final, and also the whole week we've had in Ostrava, everybody has, it feels like everyone's played so well. The 2 semi-finals were so tight, they were such high quality, and we weren't surprised that we got that in the final, but I think it surpassed possibly even our expectations.
Yeah, there's just been so few short, quick matches. It's all been, well, really tight, but as you say, full of quality from start to finish this week. Of course, it was a loaded field anyway, and so much on the line with the WTA finals lurking. Of course, Iga Swiatek booked her place in that a fair while ago, but well, Barbora Krejcikova helps herself there. She'll move, I think, to 20 on the live race. Still a long way back. She won't be thinking about that right now. We'll just be basking in the fact that she's just won her 2nd title in her homeland. Of course, won Prague last year. It is her 5th title. She's now won 5 of her last 6 finals. And Iga Swiatek is beaten in a final for the first time since 2019. She'd won 10 straight. But as you said at the back end of that match, that shows you what you've got to do to beat Iga Swiatek in a final.
I think it's also possibly even more ominous for the rest of the field, because there it is in black and white, how to beat Swiatek in a final with some home support as well. And it's pretty brutal. I think a lot of people were going, oh man, I don't know about that. And even that very last game, you know, she's the world #1 for, you know, so many reasons. and, you know, forcing that level from Krejcikova to the very bitter end. Well, that's exactly what she's all about. And, you know, she got beaten and it was too good on the day, but as I say, she demanded such a high level from Krejcikova, and I think everyone's just delighted that Krejcikova was able to do it.
And it's funny, isn't it? It's so often in tennis, there's symmetry. Isn't it? The fact that the last meeting in Rome was an epic, and it was Krejcikova who had 2 match points at the back end of a very tight second set, couldn't get over the line, lost it. Okay, didn't have match points here, Swiatek, but she was 2 points away in the second set, didn't get over the line. And it's role reversal. It's Krejcikova who goes and wins the match when she looked like she was going to lose it.
Yeah, when are they playing again?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, as in, yeah, I mean, it looked like at the time in that second set that Swiatek was going to get over the line. She had all the momentum, won a number of games in a row when Krejcikova was serving to stay in the second set. But anyway, let's listen in to the trophy ceremony.
We should give one more applause to Barbora and Iga. Now please welcome the ball kids. The line umpires. Let's also thank the chair umpire of this final, Maria Cicak from Croatia. Maria will receive a small gift, a Rado watch from Per Invest CEO Jan Smišek. Thank you, Maria. Now welcome Laura Ceccarelli, Tournament Director, Ivo Vondrák, Governor of the region, Tomáš Macura, Mayor of the city of Ostrava, Marie Marsová, Vice Chairman of the Board of AGEL, Caroline Kramer, WTA Supervisor. Another welcome goes to Tomáš Petera, owner of Per Invest Group, the company organizing this event. And now, let me present to you the runner-up, Iga Swiatek. Iga gets flowers from Laura. And I'm sure she would like to share a few words with us.
Naprawdę nie wiem, co powiedzieć. Po prostu... To chyba najcięższy moment turnieju, żeby teraz cokolwiek wykrztusić z siebie, no ale okej. Chciałam wam wszystkim ogromnie podziękować. Jak zaczęłam płakać w tym ostatnim gemie, może to nie było zbyt profesjonalne, ale płakałam ze szczęścia, bo po prostu właściwie spełniły się wszystkie moje marzenia. Niezależnie od tego, czy przegrywam, czy wygrywam. Więc chciałam wam podziękować, że spełniacie je razem ze mną, bo bez was na pewno nie byłoby to samo. Atmosfera na tym turnieju naprawdę była wyjątkowa i wy sprawiliście, że nie poddawałam się i walczyłam do końca, więc chciałam podziękować też wszystkim, którzy sprawili, że ten turniej był możliwy i oznajmić, że... no i Boże... Congrats to Barbora, sorry. I should know by now how to make a speech, but I'm sorry. Congrats, you're such an amazing player. I mean, we didn't see you a lot this season, and I'm pretty happy that you're coming back because you have such solid tennis that really it's pretty amazing, and we need players like you on WTA for sure. So too many more. Chciałam też podziękować mojemu zespołowi, moim sponsorom, tacie, który przyjechał tutaj ze mną, co było wyjątkowe. I spisał się bardzo dobrze, więc dziękuję mu. No i chciałam powiedzieć, że generalnie jutro jest Światowy Dzień Zdrowia Psychicznego i całe prize money z tego turnieju, gdybym wygrała, byłoby większe, ale całe prize money z tego turnieju przekażę na organizację non-profit w Polsce. Więc mam nadzieję, że to coś zmieni. Dzięki wielkie.
Wow. Thank you, Iga. Now the trophy. Trophy will be presented by Mr. Tomáš Macura. And Iga, please lift your trophy. And now, the 2022 champion, Barbora Krejcikova. Also, Barbora gets flowers, this time from Mrs. Marie Marsova. And Barbora, the microphone is all yours.
Tak já bych chtěla začít dobrý večer, protože už je večer, hráli jsme hodně dlouho, takže chtěla bych vám popřát hezký dobrý večer a chtěla bych vám moc všem poděkovat, že jste prostě dneska přišli a že jste nám fandili obou dvou. Myslím si, že to bylo úplně úžasné, co jste dneska předváděli, jak jste nás znali obě dvě, abychom předváděli ten nejlepší výkon a jsem ráda, že se nám to povedlo. Well, also to the Polish fans, I really want to thank you for coming here today, for cheering us up, both of us, and I'm really happy that you all guys came and that you gave us a really great atmosphere, and I think we've been trying to give you the best match we can. So I just really want to thank you, and I really hope seeing you more often. Well, úplně nevím, jestli mám česky nebo anglicky dál, protože bylo mi řečený, že mám pokračovat anglicky, takže dobře, takže česky. Tak, budu anglicky. Iga, well done to you. I mean, you've been ruling the whole season. You've been beating everybody on the tour, so I'm really sorry for today, but I'm really glad that I beat you. And I mean, it was an amazing match. I think we both gave our all, and I really want to thank you that you are here, that you are playing. You are such a star in a young age. You've been doing an incredible job this season, and also overall. So thank you for bringing the best out of me today. Thank you for making such a huge performance. And yeah, I'm really happy that we played and that the fans, they enjoyed it. tak dál bych chtěla určitě poděkovat tamhle mému boxu, trenérovi Alešovi, mám tady kondičního Tomáše, mám tady bratra, mám tady plno známých kamarádů, takže jsem hrozně moc ráda, že jste dneska přišli a mimo boxu, že mě prostě podporují a že tady byli, že jsou prostě se mnou i v dobrým i ve zlým a to se prostě počítá, moc jim za to děkuju a těším se, že budeme dál pokračovat a že ještě se budeme prostě zlepšovat ty výkony a doufejme vyhrávat další trofeje. A chtěla bych hlavně poděkovat všem, kteří se tady ten turnaj vlastně udělali, všem partnerům, všem lidem, prostě, kteří jsou behind the scenes a prostě snaží se, aby ten turnaj prostě fungoval a ten turnaj funguje velice dobře. Prostě jsem hrozně ráda, že vlastně takto v České republice můžeme mít takový typ turnajů a že to může být tak úžasně obsazený, jak to vlastně tento rok bylo a že prostě dělají úžasnou práci a kdybych je tady všechny měla vyjmenovat, tak prostě bude to ještě na dlouho, ale fakt všem moc děkuju a jsem hrozně moc ráda, že jsem tady mohla letos být a že jsem si to mohla takto s váma se všema užít a těším se zase za rok.
My děkujeme, thank you. And Bara, I am sure you want to get your trophy. It's presented by Mr. Ivo Vondrák. Barbora, please lift your trophy.
Oh, it's been brilliant. I mean, what a fantastic event. I mean, we love coming to Ostrava. The fans are always so engaged. They love their tennis, and they often get Czech players doing very well. So, and to have Swiatek, of course, being Polish with all of her support as well, the atmosphere's been incredible, and the level of tennis has been off the charts. It has just been so much fun. Great week.
Yeah, for Iga Swiatek, she turns her attention to San Diego next. So it never ends, does it? It's such a busy period of the year. And for Barbora Krejcikova, she will go to Cluj to try and pick up some points in Romania. But it is Barbora Krejcikova, the former French Open champion, who is the champion in her homeland of Ostrava, Czech Republic, who wins this 500 series event. It's a 5th title for Krejcikova, as Swiatek is finally defeated in a final. But from Naomi Cavade and myself, Pete Rogers, as well as everyone else who's worked behind the scenes this week in Ostrava, as well as all the commentators who have commentated as well, we will bid you a good farewell and speak to you again very soon.